Welcome to Minimalist Budgeting Tips. Did you know that the average American spends over $1,497 a month on non-essential items? That's nearly $18,000 a year on things we don't really need. Shocking, right? In this video, we're diving into the world of minimalist budgeting. We'll explore 6 unique and effective strategies to save money. Whether you're struggling with subscriptions you forgot about, or wondering how to make the most out of thrift shopping, we've got you covered. Imagine cutting unnecessary expenses with zero-waste finances. Picture yourself streamlining your spending with a capsule budget. Think about the peace of mind from a digital declutter. Excited? You should be. We're also going to explore minimalist meal planning, secondhand savvy shopping, and mindful money management. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, simple plan to save more and spend wisely. Let's jump in and start transforming your finances today. Chapter 1. Zero-Waste Finances, Cutting Unnecessary Expenses. Let's kick things off with a bang and dive into what I like to call zero-waste finances. It's not just about being frugal, it's about being smart with every dollar. So, where do we start? First, track every penny you spend for a month. Yes, every single one. It might seem tedious, but it's eye-opening. You'll quickly see where your money's slipping through the cracks. Here's something you might not know. According to a survey by Loom, nearly 10% of monthly income in average households is spent on unnecessary items. Think about that for a second. Could you be saving that much more? Now, review those bank statements. Look for the frequent, small purchases. They add up faster than you think. Next up, automate your savings. Set up your bank account to automatically transfer funds to your savings account every payday. It's out of sight, out of mind, and grows your nest egg effortlessly. Ever heard of the 24-hour rule? This is a lifesaver when it comes to cutting impulse buys. If you want something, wait 24 hours before buying it. More often than not, the urge passes. And if you still want it? Well, it might just be worth it. Lastly, let's talk subscriptions. Do you really watch all those channels on your streaming service? Do you need that gym membership if you prefer running at the park? Cut the ones you don't use, and don't look back. Remember, minimalism isn't about sacrificing joy, it's about finding value in what truly enhances your life. Chapter 2. Capsule Budget, Streamlining Your Financial Plan. Now, let's streamline your financial plan with what I call a capsule budget. This approach simplifies your finances while covering all essentials, much like a capsule wardrobe does for your closet. Start by defining your core expenses: housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. These are non-negotiables. Next, establish clear financial goals. Whether it's saving for a down payment, preparing for retirement, or building an emergency fund, having specific targets makes it easier to save. Why? Because when your goals are clear, your financial decisions become straightforward. Here's a fun fact. A study by the American Psychological Association found that setting specific financial goals can increase savings by 23% on average. That's quite a jump, right? Use that as motivation to get your goals in line and stick to them. Another key element is to prioritize debt repayment. High-interest debt, like credit card debt, can eat into your budget more than you might realize. Tackle that first. Paying off debt isn't just good for your finances, it's good for your peace of mind. Finally, keep a cushion. Life throws curveballs, and having a little extra set aside for unexpected expenses can prevent a lot of stress. Aim to keep about 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses in an accessible savings account. That way, you're covered whatever comes your way. Chapter 3. Digital Declutter, Organizing Your Online Subscriptions. Moving into the digital realm, let's tackle those pesky online subscriptions. Did you know that the average person spends about $237 a year on subscription services they hardly use? It's time to declutter digitally. Start by listing all your subscriptions. Yes, all of them, even the ones you forgot you had. Once you've got your list, ask yourself, when did I last use this? If it's been months, it's probably time to cancel. But if canceling makes you nervous, try downgrading to a cheaper plan first. Often, we overestimate how much we need from a subscription. Also, consider sharing plans where possible. Many services like streaming and software allow multiple users. Splitting the cost with family or friends can save you a bundle. Just make sure everyone knows the rules so there's no confusion. Be wary of free trials that require credit card details. They can turn into paid subscriptions without you noticing. Always set a reminder to cancel before the trial ends if you're not sold on the service. This simple step can save you from unwanted charges. Here's a final tip. Use a subscription tracking app. These apps help you see what you're spending and remind you when it's time to renew or cancel. Keeping everything in one place makes it easier to manage your digital spending. Chapter 4: Frugal Feasts Minimalist Meal Planning. Let's dive into your kitchen with minimalist meal planning. This isn't about eating less, it's about eating right. Start by planning your meals for the week. This helps avoid the "what's for dinner" dilemma, which often ends with expensive takeout. Did you know that Americans throw away about 40% of their food each year? That's like tossing out $2,200 for the average family. By planning, you buy only what you need, reducing waste and saving money. Start with versatile ingredients that can be used in multiple dishes. Think rice, beans, and vegetables. Also, embrace the concept of cook once, eat twice, by preparing meals that are good as leftovers. Dishes like casseroles, soups, and stews often taste better the next day and save you time and energy. Shopping seasonally can also cut costs. Foods in season are usually cheaper and fresher. And while you're at it, hit the local farmers market. You often get the best deals directly from the source, and you're supporting local businesses. Lastly, don't be afraid to use coupons and loyalty cards. They might seem old-fashioned, but the savings add up. Tools like digital coupon apps make it easy to save without clipping physical coupons. Chapter 5: Secondhand Savvy Thrifty Shopping Tips. Shopping secondhand isn't just for budget shoppers, it's a lifestyle choice that benefits the planet and your wallet. Did you know that buying used items can save up to 80% off the retail price? Let's dive into how to make the most of thrifty shopping. Start by exploring local thrift stores and garage sales. These places are treasure troves for unique finds at low prices. Make a list of items you need before you go, so you don't buy things just because they're cheap. Online marketplaces like eBay and Facebook Marketplace are also great for finding deals. Here, you can compare prices and often negotiate with sellers. Always check for seller ratings and reviews to ensure you're buying from a reputable source. Consider swapping instead of shopping. Community swap events or online swap sites allow you to trade items you no longer want for things you need. It's recycling at its best. No money changes hands, and everyone benefits. For clothing, consignment stores offer higher-end brands at a fraction of the cost. These stores are particularly good for finding business attire or special occasion outfits that you might not wear often. Lastly, don't overlook the power of refurbishing. With a little creativity and some DIY skills, secondhand furniture and decor can be transformed into stylish pieces. This approach not only saves money but also gives your home a personal touch that can't be replicated with store-bought items. Chapter 6: Mindful Money-Conscious Spending for a Fulfilling Life. Our final chapter focuses on the philosophy of conscious spending, where every dollar spent aligns with your personal values and long-term goals. It's about spending smart and living better. Start by understanding the difference between wants and needs. This might seem basic, but it's crucial for mindful spending. Needs are essentials like rent and groceries, while wants are all the extras. Allocate your budget to cover your needs first, and then use what's left for your wants. Before making a purchase, ask yourself how it adds value to your life. Does it bring you joy, convenience, or enhance your well-being? If not, skip it. Remember, the goal isn't to spend less but to spend right. Another tip is to practice gratitude. Being thankful for what you have makes you less likely to crave new and unnecessary things. Studies show that gratitude is linked to better financial decisions and more satisfaction with life. Automate your savings to build wealth without thinking about it. Set up automatic transfers to a savings account every payday. Seeing your savings grow can be incredibly motivating. Lastly, consider the environmental impact of your purchases. Opting for eco-friendly products and companies that practice sustainability can influence the marketplace and help create a better world.